Boom, baby, we're alive. Welcome
Your
back
show will go live
to,
in 5
oh, here we go.
seconds. 4,
3,
3,
2,
2, 1.
there we go.
Blog Talk Radio.
All right. Welcome to Free Consultation Friday, where I answer all your questions for free with my special guest hostess today. Mom MLD is back with me. We are ready to go. How you doing, Mom?
Good. Very good.
How you feel after helping out last night?
Great.
Yeah?
It was wonderful.
Listen, you're going to feel even more great out there if you're watching at home. If you take a look at this website right now, because right now, listen, we got Inner Game Healing is going on right here. Inner Game Healing is happening right now, guys. We have over 115 plus people in this course right now. The chat is on fire. If you're not on the waiting list, I've been sending out information on the waiting list as well. This is awesome. It's really shaping up to be something fantastic. We had 199 people sign up last year for the whole 5-day period. Right now, we're already, let me just get the exact number. We are at, with total people enrolled in the course, we're at 127. So 127 people as of right now. So go to innergamehealing.com, get on to the program right now because time is running out. This Monday night at midnight, the doors are closing and the opportunity to elevate yourself to a brand new level is slowly but surely coming to an end. What do you get when you sign up? Again, I'll show you guys real quick. This is exactly how the system works. Okay, when you sign up, you get exactly what I'm about to show you here on the screen. Okay, so we're in the quarter one section right now. So when you sign up in quarter one, you get immediately 5 webinars with leading experts in inner game healing, a full video course with mental health habits. We actually played a sample from that yesterday, and then a year-long Telegram chat. And when you sign up for quarter one, you get quarter one, quarter two, quarter three, and quarter four completely for free. What are you going to get with the webinars? The webinars start on April 10th, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. Day one, Monday, April 10th, the Mental Framework Success. That's by MLD, me. We're going to be talking about how to just lay the groundwork for you to have a successful inner dialogue with yourself and have a good self-esteem and really elevate yourself to a new level. Day 2, Tuesday, April 11th, identifying your inner game problem by Apex Mindset. Day 3, Wednesday, April 12th, how to heal your core trauma at home by Inner Masculine. Day 4, Thursday, the 13th, Mastering Inner Game for Abundance in Dating and Business by Justin Mark. Day 5, Friday, April 14th, Understanding Frame and Self-Talk by Wraith. You get all of this and more when you sign up, and the webinars will be recorded. The Q&A session will not be recorded, but the webinars themselves will be recorded for your convenience to watch whenever you're ready. So go to innergamehealing.com right now. Get on the program. Let's make it happen. And when you sign up during today's show, I'll shout you out. I'll shout out your first name, keep you anonymous. Shout out to the top G. Andrew Tate is set free. Thank God the witch hunt is over. You know, that seems just to be the thing. It's insane. Yeah, My Truth just put it right there. He says, $10 super chat. Congrats on the T-Bros release. If you know yourself and your enemy, you need not fear the outcome of 1,000 battles. Yes, that is by Sun Tzu said that. Welcome to the show. Free Consultation Friday. Listen, if you got a question about money, muscles, game frame, pick up the phone. Give me a call right now. 657-383-1318. No call is too small. And we're going to answer all your questions today, give you all the advice. It is going to be a great thing here for all of us. Yeah, the NBA Crypto Boy says, well, house arrest, but it's still something. Yeah, he is out of jail. They're still like technically under investigation. So theoretically, based upon the situation, they still could be convicted of a crime. The investigation is still ongoing. And
shut up and take my money.
We're just gonna have to sit here and wait for the full outcome of the results. It's just terrible in general. You know, Tate has already updated his WhatsApp. If you have him on WhatsApp, I don't know if you guys do what I do. But he's updated his stories. Yeah, He's just walking around. Have you guys seen this or not? He's finally free. He's out. It's an update on his WhatsApp. Thank God, man. I'm so glad he's out.
Shut up and take my money.
So glad he's out. I mean, the guy I don't know. This whole thing just stinks of corruption. And honestly, Romania is a corrupt shithole. Anybody with a brain can understand that. So here we go. My Truth, $5 super chat. And how you reach that level of self-knowledge, fix your inner game, baby. Exactly. Yes. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Guys, phone lines are open. Give me a call, 657-383-1318. No calls too small. Any question you got, I'm going to answer it with you today. Let me just see something real quick. Yeah, let's see. I'm glad he's back. I hope he shaves his beard and gets all cleaned up and stuff. You know, poor guy. Just poor guy. It's just terrible. What is he going through? Yeah, I don't know. Let's see. That just seems to be the thing nowadays. Like when you have somebody and you want to like shut them up, you know, you can't even beat people old school anymore. You just gotta create like, you know, false charges and bullshit. And that's exactly what's happening with Donald Trump right now. How Donald Trump just got indicted, and you know, this is bullshit because these charges are garbage, you know, and yeah, no bueno. No bueno. But this should be dropped as well. That should ruin. We just got a $10 donation right there. It says Mama MLD is bringing the heat. Donation to the makeup fund. There you go. Yeah. If we got any moderators in the chat, let's see. Mod team, where they at? Mod team, we're going to put the phone number in the chat. Guys, if you're watching right now, give me a call, 657-383-1318. No call is too small. Like I said, no call is too small. And the only stupid question is the one you do not ask. Okay. Yep. I'll just pin that. And don't forget, click the link in the chat as well for signing up to Inner Game Healing. Okay. Okay, we got our first call. We got 801. Let's bring him on. All right, 801, you're on the air. What's up?
Hi, my name's Thomas.
Okay.
I'm 32. Currently living at home. I just started a new job. I'm focusing
Shut
on
up and take my money.
building my credit up,
Mhm.
trying to like, you know, build my credit up more so I can eventually move out and, you know, have my own place and everything. I just barely got a brand new car, so that's a plus.
Mhm.
And yeah, just right now I guess I'm looking for some guidance. I'm at this new job and I don't know, man. I feel like I'm not qualified for the job, but everybody says I am.
Mhm.
But I'm just kind of not.
What is the job?
I don't really have any faith in myself to get the job done.
What is the job?
It's a butchery job.
Mhm. Okay.
Like as a meat cutter.
Mhm. I know what a butcher is.
It's an apprentice. Yeah, it's an apprentice program. It lasts about 6 months to a year, and everybody says it's a good trade to have. It's a
Mhm.
good career, but at the same time, like when I'm doing it, I don't know if it's like for me. Yeah, but at the same time, I'm just like, if I don't do it,
Are you smoking weed?
just gonna let. Not right now, no.
But you do smoke weed though, right?
Can you tell?
Yeah, because you're like depressed and fucking sad and shit. You know, like you're like, I don't know, and this, I don't believe in myself, and blah blah. You know, that's what weed do. Weed fucking ruins your mind, bro. Like, I used to be like that when I used to smoke weed. Like back in the day, it's just not good, man. And you know, you're sitting around, you're not feeling good about yourself. You're feeling, you know, you're talking slow. You're like, you know, like you're 32, you're living at home, bro. Like, come on, man, you gotta like really snap out of it. Where do you live in the world?
In Utah.
Okay, and so what is this job paying you?
Right now I'm making 17, but it goes up to 22.
Okay, and then what's your life goal? What's your life plan?
Honestly, eventually just like move out of here,
Mm-hmm.
get my own establishment, my own place. Right now I'm focusing on just getting my credit up, building my credit up more.
Mm-hmm.
Just barely got a new car, so that was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm slowly like making like baby steps. At the same time, I'm like you said, like I'm doubting myself. I'm trying not to doubt myself.
Right.
And I know like the weed is a problem, but
The weed is
I'm really
absolute.
trying
Listen,
to, like,
when you smoke weed like that, bro, okay, you are absolutely gonna be feeling like shit. Okay.
Yeah.
You're absolutely gonna be doubting yourself and feeling bad. Yeah, and you're 32 years old, you know, like, what have you been doing with your whole life? Like, why are you at this point? Why don't you have any skills? Why don't you have a career? Why don't you have a job? What's going on with you?
Well, I mean, I do have a job, but I was going to school for culinary, and then I actually dropped out of that
Mm-hmm.
for basically like the same reason.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, see a pattern there. Yeah, I guess I've kind of just like been wasting my time, and I'm at that point where I'm tired of living like this, and I never really had any guidance in my life. And I know, like, you know, it's gonna be a fucking man, and
No, where's okay?
do
So
it.
where's your dad?
I get that. I've never had a dad. Actually, my dad was never really in my life. He passed away about 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And when I found out about that, I honestly didn't know what to think, because, you know, he was out of my life like majority of since I was a child. So I didn't really know how to feel. So basically, it's like my mom was raising me, a single mom and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, man, that's just tough. I mean, you're in a bad spot. But the thing is, you got to get a career going, bud. You got to get a career going.
I know.
Otherwise,
And that's why I think like this. That's why everybody says like this butchery job would actually be a good fit for me. Because that's a career right there. That's a good trade.
you know, that's fine, but you know, I think they're just saying that because you're probably not doing anything with your life.
Yeah, that's too.
Yeah. My mom has some questions to ask you.
So,
Okay.
Thomas, where is that fear coming from? Have you found out the cause of the fear of success? Because it seemed like you are afraid of success. Have you
I
identified
guess
that?
I'm afraid of letting other people down and letting myself down at the same time. Feeling of failure.
Fear of
And
failure.
I know that's pretty common. And
Yeah.
I gotta get out of that.
Right. Because at 32, you don't have time to waste. You have to grow up fast, because time goes away and you could never retrieve time. And at 32, just being afraid is not going to cut it for your future. So you have to be aware of your problem. You have fear of success. And when that fear comes, you have to combat that fear with truth. It's like, I can do this. I can do this. There's nothing going to stop me. And John said, smoking weed is not going to help you. That's going to magnify your problem even more and give you more fear, because weed doesn't help you, with confidence. So I would say, Thomas, look, identify where the fear is coming from and combat that fear. You have to speak to yourself and say, I will not fear. I'm not afraid. I can do this. And start talking to yourself, being confident and saying, I can do this. I'm not going to be afraid. I'm moving forward. I must do this. What else am I going to do if I don't do it? And build your inner strength and be strong and confident and rise up and be all that you can be. Don't waste your time. No, it sounds like you're a sharp guy. And that's a good job. Being a butcher is a great job. I see all these guys in the meat department at some better grocery stores, and they are doing fantastic. And it's a good starting point to get better and better. You could become a manager, you could become a GM. That's a great opening for you. And don't let fear hold you back. Combat that fear, drive it away. Okay, build yourself up. Know you can do this.
You're right.
Shut up and take my money.
I know what I need to do. I guess
Yeah, just
I'm like lacking the resources to get where I need to go in a sense.
emotional resources, because you got a car, you can get to work. Or
No, I get that. Just I guess more on the side of like guidance.
right,
And I don't want to like make this as an excuse, but I've never really had like a kind of like a father, like mentor
right.
figure in my life. And I've been raised by my mom and everything. And,
But you have to
I
drive.
don't know, I guess I'm not trying to make that as an excuse, but at
You
the same
li-
time, I'm trying to.
Right, but you got to recognize
What?
you're living in the greatest country on the face of the earth when it comes to opportunities. Opportunities is at your doorstep 24/7.
Yeah.
And getting out and doing it as an American, just rise up and open up your eyes and see what you have. Do you know people are just dying to come into this country to get a job so they can actually buy food to feed their families? And you got to snap out of this. Don't let that emotional disturbance hold you back from being successful. So just combat that fear and say, look, I'm not going to fear. I'm not going to do this. I'm going to rise up and be strong. Forget about my past. Forget about things that happened in the past. That's not going to help me. You have to look forward to your bright future that's ahead of you. Looking back is not going to help. You cut out the past, look forward, get like a horse vision and say, no, I'm going to do this. I'm strong. I am powerful. I'm living in the greatest country. I have a car. My health is great. I can walk. I can talk. And look at all the good that you have and build yourself up within and talk to yourself and say, no, I can do this and I'm going to do this. I'm not going to fail. I am positive. I can do this. And just snap out of it. Don't feel sorry for yourself. And don't allow yourself to feel sorry for you.
You're completely right, and I know I need to like snap out of it.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
and sometimes you
It's
just need
something I'm like working on.
Well, good, and that's why it's good to have somebody to speak into your life and say, "Come on, you can do this. You need a cheerleader." And this is where Jonathan is here helping people. Come on, you can do this. Let's go. Let's go. You're a guy. You have everything that it takes. Just do it. Just do it. Come on, Thomas.
Listen, and Thomas, this is an inner game issue. Okay, this is because if you believed that you had value, you wouldn't calculate failure into your plans. But you really believe that you don't have any value for some reason.
Yeah, I know. I have that problem.
I know you do.
Yeah, I always. Yeah.
I know you do. Have you gotten into inner game healing?
I have not actually. I was recommended by your channel through my feed,
Mm-hmm.
and I saw a couple of your podcasts, and
Mm-hmm.
it intrigued me. It kind of brought me here.
Yeah. Well, check out the check out the website. Go to check out the website. Go to Inner Game Healing. Listen to me. Check out the website. Go to innergamehealing.com and read everything, because this is all on the website. We say if you don't feel like you're good enough, you have low self-esteem, you're addicted to drugs, you experience neglect because your mom or dad wasn't around as a kid. These are all things that we're handling, dude. These are all the things we're handling right now. And your issue is the self-esteem and the inner game issue. And if you don't get this sorted out, this is your life. What you're experiencing right now is your life. We have the guidance, we have the leaders. You know, all the guys that are leaders in there are doing well over 6 figures, doing very, very good for them. Well over $100,000 a year. Well over, doing very, very good for themselves. You know, we got you.
Appreciate it. I'll definitely check it out.
Yeah, and the thing is, you need a plan too, because you've been wayward. You know, you've been floating through life, and you know, it's just it's not good. It's not good.
It's not a way to live. I get that.
You're wasting.
But Thomas,
Yeah.
you should be proud of yourself that you call in and you're asking for help. So that's a step in the
right
right
direction.
and that's a big step. So you should be proud of yourself and know that you are wonderfully made. You're smart. You're bright. You have a bright future ahead of you, and follow the steps to success, and you're going to get there. And just make up your mind that I'm going to do this. I'm not going to waste time, and just do it. You need help. You need people around you who's going to encourage you and be there for you and cheer you on.
Yeah, big time. Big time.
I guess that's another thing. I don't really have like a support group with me.
Yeah,
I'm kind of just like.
And this is what we talked about.
Through the motion.
This is what I talked about this morning too. One of the guys said, you know, I don't have a support group. How do I build a support group? How do I build friends? And I say, you got to start digitally. You got to get into a community. I have my community. Use the Telegram chat. Talk to these people about what's going on with you on a daily basis and build yourself up digitally. And then after you build yourself up digitally, then you can build yourself up in the real world. But you've got to turn this thing around now because you're 32. The game is up. Time is up. You got to go. And if you want to be a butcher for the rest of your life, then you better be the best damn butcher you've ever been. And if you don't want to be a butcher, you need to sit down and think, what jobs can get me to 6 figures? What jobs can get me to $100,000, $200,000, $300,000 a year? How can I work hard for the next 10 years? And listen to me. Listen. When somebody you wanted guidance, right? When someone who is more successful than you and more accomplished than you and wiser than you, older than you, and you want guidance, it's in your best behavior. It's in your best interest to be quiet
and take my money
and listen. If you want guidance, then be guidable. You need to get a plan. You need to choose a career path. And for the next 10 years, you need to put your head down and work. Otherwise, your life is going to get worse. And starting today, you need to stop smoking weed.
Yes.
You're right.
I know.
I will.
I know.
And I'm not just saying that either. That's something I've been honestly thinking about that I need to do.
Yeah. Well, listen, that's what you need to do.
You know,
I'm going to let you go because there's other callers on the air. But if you want more help and immediate access to me in the group, go to innergamehealing.com. Sign up right now because enrollment closes on Monday at midnight. You have an inner game issue, and this community is going to be going for the rest of the year. And we're going to be targeting these issues and getting people on the right path. Okay? So after you hang up, go to innergamehealing.com. Read everything that I have written there. You are struggling with a self-worth problem. You don't think you're good enough. And the guidance is there, and the healing is there, and the clarity is there. And stop smoking weed. You got it?
Got it.
All right, Thomas. Have a good one. Peace out. All right, shout out to my man. Shout out to Tony Chavez, who just signed up for, right here, he just says, just sign up for New Game Healing. Wouldn't want to miss this. Hey, can you plug this into? We're going to go to another call real quick. Let's see. I'm going to catch up with some super chats real quick. Atlas Shrug 199. Big thanks. Big ups and thanks to Mom MLD for blessing us with John. Yes, thank you, Mom. Thank you, Mom, for giving birth to me. Okay. At 19. That's right, Mama. That's right. Let's go to the next caller. We got 970-443-480-319-562. Guys, pick up the fucking goddamn call now. 657-383-1318. Pick up the phone. Call me. I am here to help you. We're going to sort you out, but I cannot do it if you're just going to sit there like a coward at home, shaking in your boots because the big bad world is coming to get you. Snap out of it, wake up, and let's get this fucking party started. All right? Also, smash the like button. The YouTube like is the most important metric to get this video out. So if you believe in my message, you believe in the positivity of what I'm doing, and you want it to get out there, hit the like button every single time you come to the show. I don't care if you have to make 100 fake accounts. As long as that's not against YouTube TOS for me to say it, do it. Okay? Smash the like. We got 143. We only have 76 likes. Those likes need to get up at least to 110. That's got to get up at least to 110. So let's get this moving. Let's get this rolling. You're all part of the community here. Let's roll, okay? Let's go to 970. You're up next. 970, what's up?
Hey, John, it's Chase. I haven't called in for a long time. So I am traveling international. I'm going to Vietnam for the first time in my life ever.
Mm-hmm.
And I was wondering if you had any suggestions on where I should go.
I went to South Vietnam in Saigon. Saigon is really awesome. Make sure you eat a banh mi sandwich. That is BANH space MI. Banh mi. Sounds like band me, like band me from the chat. Banh mi. Go check out go check out the POW camp. It's really graphic though, just so you know. But they have a former
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, they have a former prisoner of war camp that they turned into a museum, and they show like, this is where we tortured the American soldiers, and this is where we killed them. This is where we did this. Yeah, because they're not afraid of Americans because the Vietnamese won the Vietnam War. And then yeah, man, just go ahead and check that out. It's really good time. The Capitol is cool. The old post office is cool. This is all in Saigon, South. Okay, that's Ho Chi Minh, aka Saigon.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate it. That is everything I had for you. Thank you.
All right, you're welcome. Peace out. I love Vietnam. I'm gonna go back. 443, you're on the air. What's up? Dude, I can hear myself in the background. Turn that down.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. What's going on, bud? I do want to say I've been on hold for like 15 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
The last two callers ago, his name was Thomas. I do want to say, if he's still listening, or anyone that might be listening in a similar situation, I want to put it out there. Feel free to hit me up on Instagram. My Instagram is Kook Pepe, KOOKPEPE. I've 26 now. I called maybe like 2-3 weeks ago. We talked a little bit, and I kind of just, my point at that point was just for a gentleman to read the literature, because there's a lot of people that don't do that. I want to put that out there. If anyone feels like they need someone to talk to or has been in that situation, feel free to hit me up. But my question is, I'm a Marine Corps veteran, and I'm currently looking into moving my business and my life to the Dominican Republic. It's one of the only places that, as a veteran, that I'm able to use, my veteran benefits, my healthcare benefits. There's some real estate benefits, et cetera, in that country. I wanted to call and say, have you ever been there? And is there any kind of experience you could offer in that sense? As I look into this, because right now I sell insurance. I'm about to open my own private brokerage here in a couple of weeks,
mm-hmm.
and I'm able to move my business there. I'm doing pretty good. So I wanted to put out there, hey, if anyone needs help or wants to talk about these things, feel free to hit me up. And then also, if you have that experience, if there's anything you have to add to it.
Why do you want to go to Dominican Republic?
So I've
Be
lived
honest.
in the United States. I'm 26 now. So with that being said, I've lived in America my whole life, other than on deployment and things like that. But it's the only foreign country where I'm able to use my military benefits, like my VA benefits. So 2 examples of that out of the long list is that I'm able to use, it's called a VA housing benefit. So I can contact lenders, and they offer a 0% down for property ownership. So like for land or a house, you can put 0 money down and get a mortgage. That's a country that allows that. And then also for healthcare, usually you have to go to it's called a VA hospital or VA health clinic. That's one of the only countries that has VA health clinics, in the country, and you're able to use your benefits there. And then for VA disability, for anyone listening, that's one of the only countries where if you move there, you will still receive your VA disability. So it's a place to maybe not set up a home base, but to operate for your business or if some kind of lifestyle, and still receive those benefits to keep your life going as a veteran. So I'm looking into that because in the United States, there's only a few states through my research that I think will benefit me, going forward in my life. And this is a place for me to have some kind of, mutual benefit to myself without having to, I don't know if I would get citizenship there. I'm still researching that.
Have you been
but
there?
It's definitely a place that offers. I've been there once for a month and a half, about a year ago. I was on vacation, stayed for a little bit. So I lived, that much of lifestyle. I learned, what's a good place to stay at.
All right, stop. All right, stop talking. You're talking too much.
I know that there's.
Listen. So your biggest thing is that you want to move to the Dominican Republic, and you want me to give you advice. I've never been to the Dominican Republic, but I'll tell you this, man. For me, I can't live in third world shitholes. Like, I went to Colombia in October for the 2nd time, and that's the last time I remember going to there. I have no interest to go to a third world shithole. It just, I don't know. I mean, but honestly, but I will say this: if I had to choose between a third world shithole and America, I'd probably choose the shithole, because that's how bad America is. But in regards to Dominican Republic, I mean, that's
agree.
That's one of the poorest. That's one of the poorest countries there is out there. Okay, give me a second. Give me a second. Someone's at my front door.
Stuff like that.
Stop promoting your shit on my channel. So if you need help with that, that's fine. But that's my advice. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
I guess the only relation would be you transferred your life from the United States to Japan. Is that correct? From what I understand.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Oh, was that?
No, I'm listening.
Okay. So I guess the only relation would be other than the specifics, the semantics about the country. Obviously, it depends, but how you switched your life from America to Japan. Did you have your business and your flow going beforehand?
No.
Or did you move completely and start it up? And what's some advice, I guess? Because
I built myself
maybe doing, especially me in the insurance business.
I built myself from the ground up. I went there and I built myself from the ground up.
Okay. So what were some, I guess, obstacles you had to overcome other than language barrier and stuff? Obviously,
language barrier, getting accustomed. Listen,
why did you do it?
Stop talking so much, dude. You talk too much. When you call to get some advice, listen. Okay, listen.
I think there's a delay in the call. I think.
Okay,
Sorry.
Dude, you're gonna go there. You're gonna have to learn the language. You're gonna have to fucking get accustomed to things and just learn the lay of the land. And as you're there, you're gonna be lonely at time. You're gonna feel isolated at time. But you have to build a social network and build yourself up. Okay, that's what I got to say for you. I don't know what this delay is, but I'm gonna let you go. Thanks so much. Bye bye. Guys, don't fucking call my show and start shouting out your shit, okay? For the love of God. Love God. And then Big Boy, this guy, Big Boy 702. Listen, dude. Look, weed does make you depressed, okay? And I don't care that you have a drug problem and you want to promote it here. I don't really care for that, okay? The majority people who smoke marijuana are fucking losers. And I'm not going to sit here on this channel and advocate that. If you want to go smoke weed and be a loser, you can go do that shit. But me and my $1 million earning business and my gigantically successful coaching industry that I'm having here, okay? We don't advocate for people to be doing drugs unless you have your fucking shit together. And the majority of people don't. So fuck off with that shit. You can go smoke weed elsewhere and be a loser, but not here, not on my chat, okay? And that guy is absolutely in a bad spot because he's been smoking weed. Now he's 32 with no skills. Come on, snap the fuck out of it. JJ the Water Bears Oracle, $4.99 super chat. Thank you so much. Okay. Yeah, exactly. King Dre here. He says weed keeps you stuck. People who smoke weed every day are mentally the age they start. Exactly. All right, let's go to the phone lines here. Sorry, guys. I just had a bunch of my grass-fed steaks that I ordered. I got grass-fed, grass-finished steaks. They all just, I didn't know they would come so quickly. I just ordered that like the other day. Did you put them in the freezer? Put them away, please. Thank you. We got 480 on the air. What's up, 480?
Hey, how's it going, MLD?
Hey.
This is Steve the Yard Guy in Phoenix, Arizona.
Who?
So, I was wanting to know what's the
Who is
quickest
this?
way to who is it? My handle, I call myself Steve the Yard Guy in Phoenix.
You're Steve the Yard Guy in Phoenix?
Yeah, I've sent you a few bucks.
Okay, go ahead with your
whatnot
question.
For awesome. Okay, I wanted to know the quickest way to a boat full of hoes. Totally playing with you, dude. I'll get to the real subject. So, I have a financial plan, and I was just hoping that you could critique it.
Sure.
All right, lay it out for you, sir. Okay, I have a day job where I don't make shit, but I have a side hustle that I do pretty good at, and I'm trying to make that into a full-time thing. That in itself is not something I want to do forever, just as a vehicle to get me to invest in things such as a fleet of cars I could rent out on Turo, to real estate eventually, and other stuff in between. So I know it's kind of vague. Any details you want to know, I'm glad to tell you.
So, how old are you?
38.
And what's your main job?
Main job, I do security.
And what kind of security? You K license? What?
K license. I regret to say I don't even know what that is. I got my basic guard card, also armed. Trying to get, working to get other certifications to up the pay in my day job.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a little bit more cushion in the bank.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And go ahead.
And what's your side hustle?
Side hustle, I do some landscaping maintenance. At the moment, just growing my customer base, upgrading to better and better equipment so that I can eventually have the ability to do bigger and better jobs, branch out into more than just basic maintenance.
Mm-hmm.
And if I do a few small jobs in a day, I'm like, wow, that's a week's pay.
And what's a week? What's a week's pay?
So. Okay, week's pay is like, doing the math here, it's like $700. So, and I can do like $500-600 in a day doing landscape.
Okay.
I do on the weekends for now.
And you're trying to scale that business?
So, yes, sir.
So why are you? Let me ask you this,
like, all right,
Steve. Steve, why are you 38 working security?
Yeah.
What did you do with your life?
Knew that question was coming. Not knew what I wanted to do with my life for a long time.
And during that time, what were you doing?
Sure. Basically working shitty jobs, call centers, stuff that does not pay very well. Not trying to make excuses. I will say one thing that does kind of kept me where I was at is I had a revoked driving license for a long time. Finally got that.
Why was your
taken care of.
driver's license revoked? Were you
You know,
drinking?
got-
DUI?
DUI some time ago, yes.
Okay. So if your business, if
taken
you're,
care of.
okay, sorry, stop
Mhm.
talking.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're another talker.
Okay.
I don't know if you heard me talk to this guy last Friday.
about that.
You're a talker. Okay. How long have you been doing this
Okay.
landscaping side hustle?
Just a few months.
And what new adventure were you chasing back then?
Back then, I'm sorry, you're talking about years before this?
What was the other thing? Because you're one of these guys who talks and chases. So what were you chasing back then? What quick money fix were you chasing before you did this landscaping?
I wasn't, if you can believe that. Yeah. So basically, got my driving situation figured out, and I'm like, cool, I can really get out there and hustle. I can work 2 jobs. I can, I've explored some side hustles, and I was asked by one of my customers. I was doing some house cleaning. Do you do any landscaping? I said, yeah, I will. And I discovered, all right, I'm actually decent at that. And
so you're cleaning houses too? You were cleaning houses before this?
I was, but I've stopped. Yeah, I was. Yeah.
Do you
On the
smoke?
side.
Do you smoke weed?
No, sir.
You've never been smoking weed your whole life? You've been clean as a whistle?
No. I, did quite a bit back in the day.
When is back in the day?
Teenager, early 20s at the latest.
Okay, so if you're making more money with your side hustle, then you got to start scaling that up if that's what you want to do, especially at 38 years old, because you're basically skillless in regards to anything but the fucking landscaping job.
Correct.
That's my advice for you.
All right. Okay. Hey, John, I appreciate your time. And I want to say it is a shame that Mama MLD can't be there with you full time from now on. She's great. So thanks again.
All right, buddy. Thanks so much, Steve. Have a good one, brother. Scale that business. Oh, boy. I don't know. People are stressing me out today. We got 319-562-858-562 again, 774-805-773-484 and 720. Just hit the line. All right. LA Meth Witch says, I have no skills due to accident in the workplace. Hey, if you could type, you can make money. You guys are not gonna fucking talk your way out of accountability. None of you guys are. Okay. Not a single one of you. If you think I'm hard, wait until life kicks you in the teeth. Okay. Smash the like button. We have 160 something people in the house. We have only 114 likes. Okay. Smash the like button. Let's go. We got a long list of callers here, Mom. All right. 319, you're on the line. What's up?
Hey, MLD. Currently living in Austin, Texas. I lived in Osaka, Japan from 2020 to 2021.
Mm-hmm.
And while I was there, I dated 2 very high-value women. One of them Japanese and the other Filipino. Since Japan, I've been back in the States for 2.5 years and just can't get my head around these women I go on dates with. It's just night and day. So my question is, how do you deal with these American women after being graced with the wonderful women of Southeast Asia?
I didn't. I left. American women are the bottom of the barrel. I don't care what anybody says. American women, on a global perspective, are the shittiest women for dating and marriage on the planet. And when you get a taste of the top tier women in other countries, Japan, China, Korea, Mexico, okay, solid women from these other countries, Singapore, hell, even the Philippines, okay, when you get a taste of these things, you can't go back. There's no going back, okay? There's an objective reality that we live in this world. And there are people that are high level and there are people that are low level. American women en masse, for the majority of them, are fat, masculine sluts. And I lived in Japan. I lived in Hawaii. I lived in the West Coast where you lived in. I lived in Osaka. Where did you live in Osaka?
Kagendori Street, so Minato.
Takedori Street? What?
So if you know the Chuo line,
What's the station?
Osaka-ko Station.
What station?
Osaka-ko.
Osaka-ko? Oh, okay.
So it's on the Chuo line.
So you're near Shinsaibashi?
Yeah, so it's about half an hour from Shinsai.
And where was was near Shinsaibashi, Umeda, or Nanba?
Shinsai.
Okay, and then tell me about this high value woman. Where did you meet this high value Japanese girl?
So she was actually a translator for the company I worked for.
What company did you work for?
Universal Studios.
Okay, were you a performer there?
Yes, sir.
You dancer? Is that what you are?
No, just a character performer.
Nice. Which character did you play at?
So actually, I can't disclose that online because I have an NDA.
Oh,
but,
okay.
Happy to send that a text.
Yeah, sure. Text me. Send me a DM on Instagram. Hot Dude Life. But dude, you got to get out.
Okay.
You're not going to be happy. Every time I go back to America, you know I smoke so much weed when I go back to America? One, because I'm rich and I've earned the fucking luxury of smoking weed. But two, to fucking like cope with how much of a fucking shithole America is. I mean, Mom, you see how it is here in Japan compared to America. Like, what? Tell them the differences that are shocking to you. I mean, obviously everybody is skinny. To talk about the women.
Yeah, they're very well dressed, classy. You're not loud at all, and it's just sense of self-respect.
Yep.
And you don't see that with the women in the United States.
Mm-hmm.
It's a sad day for America, but that's what's going on. Don't know how we can combat that, but the women certainly don't know how to be housewives, and that's what a man need. A housewife. And you say that to an American woman, they think you are feeding them poison.
Remember that black girl that I was on the show with, and she said she's not a slave if I wanted to cook and clean. Remember that girl?
It's terrible.
And
Terrible.
And what does she do? You know, she's an OnlyFans. She's literally
Terrible.
She had the audacity to say some shit about me when I'm actually out here changing men's lives, doing positive things, and she's actively destroying men's lives with her OnlyFans whoredom.
A woman should get up, make the bed, clean the house, and cook food and wash clothes. If you can't do those things, those are the basic things that a woman should be able to do on a daily basis for herself and her family. And if you're kicking and screaming to do that, it's a sad day. And I see that with a lot of women. They get up, they don't want to make their bed, don't want to clean their house. They just want to be slobs.
They're pigs. They're fucking pigs.
And
how old are you, stud?
28, about to be 29 in a week.
Dude, you are in your sexual prime. You're like peak. You're not even peaking yet. Dude, get out. Do you have a college degree?
Yes, sir.
Bro,
Shut up and take my money.
come to here's like a wild strategy. I did this twice. Get rid of your shit in America. Pack up your bags, get to America or get to Japan, get a 90-day 90-day tourist visa at the fucking border. And then as soon as you hit the ground, start aggressively applying for English teaching jobs to get a visa and then stick it out here or go somewhere else. I'm telling you, it's not going to get better, dude. You're just going to be worse off. Like, especially, it's like if you eat filet mignon and you're like, oh my God, this filet is so delicious. The butter, it's so creamy. It's like, I can cut through this steak with a fork. It's so tender. And then you got to go back to eating fucking McDonald's. And you're like, God, this is poison. And then to top it off, when you got hoflation in America, where you got to work so hard for subpar women, dude, trash tier women are in the United States. people do not understand. And this conflict that you're having right now, I have already dealt with it. And I was like, dude, I can't live here. I'm going to go crazy. I refuse to deal. And guys in America, especially guys who have never left America, they don't understand how masculine and gross the women are. Because when you go overseas, the women are just feminine, cute, demure, kind, on a whole different level. A whole different level. So with that being said, man, your only solution is to get out or just learn to tolerate the pig women of the States.
Yes, sir. I have a flight booked out for May 23rd through the 30th. I'll be in Osaka for a week. Thank you for the advice on the teaching position. I do have a really solid career here in the States, which would be hard to give up, obviously. But yeah.
What's your career?
Great insight. I really appreciate it.
What's your career?
So I do sales for a data management company.
Can't do that remotely?
I have to be in a certain time zone since I deal with federal civilian.
Well, figure it out, man. You're smart enough to get. Well, how much you making?
150.
Oh, cool. That's good. And what state are you in?
Currently in Austin, Texas.
Dude, I mean, if you can pull off something like that at the young age of 28, you can pull off a lot more. Living in another country, setting up a remote income, not that hard, my friend. Get on it, because this is not going to get better.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much for taking the call.
All right, buddy. Have a great day. Keep your head up. Trust your instincts. Get out the States.
Thank you. Will do.
All right, bye-bye. Oh boy. Mom, I want to ask you a couple things. Got questions for you. I want you to, because everything you tell me offline, I'm like, damn, I wish the camera was rolling. Okay, Justified Misogamy, top expat countries besides Japan. I would say, in my opinion, expat countries, it just depends on what you like, man. It really just depends on what you like. I'm going to Italy this summer just to check it out there. I want to go to Italy and just eat a bunch of Italian pasta and sandwiches and go down the gondolas and stuff. It's going to be awesome. Maybe we should do Hot Dude Con Italy, right? Who knows? I'm going to be going to Dubai and London as well this year. Dubai is good, I heard. I'm going to go check it out myself, though. I heard places in Brazil are good. I personally can't live in a third world shithole because I'm rich and that's disgusting. Japan is great. Korea is very similar to Japan. A little dirtier, but it's what it is. Vietnam is awesome. There's a lot of expats in Thailand. If you're an internet entrepreneur and you want to go to Thailand, you can meet some of these sharks out there in Thailand. They're living cheap and they're all like hustling, trying to make money and stuff. I'm going to go to Thailand here soon as well. I got a new connection out there, my homeboy Preston. So that would be my advice. Mom, let me tell you something. So you talk about a lot of these women, they don't know how to cook and clean. Right? They don't know how to cook and clean. Can you talk about the importance of that?
Well, that's basic. That's the basic thing a woman needs to do as a woman, not only being a boyfriend, a wife, or a mother. You know, that's your instinct growing up. A woman gets up, a woman wants to make her bed, she wants to clean, she wants a clean environment to be able to function in. Now, after you have a family and you're married, you must take care of your family as a woman. You don't expect your husband to come home and mop the floors and clean the bathrooms. And I personally, I don't want my husband cleaning bathrooms and scrubbing the tubs. I like him to take the garbage out, do the man's work. But as a woman, I get up every day and I clean my house, even a light cleaning. And that is so important. It clears the man, your husband needs to come home to a clean house. I don't care how hard the woman is working on the outside. You need to be the woman in the house. The man has to be the man outside. He has to cut the grass, fix the car, and do things like that. The woman doesn't need to be doing those things. So honestly, I am big on cooking, cleaning, and washing as a woman. and doing that for my family and my children, my husband. You know, as they were growing up, I took care of the family in that aspect, and I see a difference in the way the kids carry themselves, how they feel confident. My kids weren't allowed to go out without their clothes ironed. Got to have ironed clothes. You got to be clean, dress nice.
It's a shame if a woman sends a man out that she's married to or dating, and that, you know, the guy has dirty clothes or stained clothes or wrinkled clothes because this bitch can't get her shit together. I'm saying, and again, I'm going back, like in the state and here in Japan, you know, when you're done, like, you know, meeting up with a girl and your first time being together in the bed or whatever, when you're done, they typically make the bed and fold the clothes. That if you let them borrow some clothes, they make the bed and they fold the clothes and they put it there. Like, thanks for a great time. See you next time. You know, American women go home and file a false rape accusation on you. You know? It's night and day. I want to ask you something else as well. And shout out to JJ. She's sending a bunch of money today. Thank you for the $10 super chat. Mom, I want you to talk about this real quick. And then we got the callers, 562-858-562 again, 774-805-484-720-517-239-701. We're going to get to every single one of you. I want you to elaborate on this, Mom, because you talk about this, which is, I find it hilarious because you talk about it from a Christian angle, but you talk about the spirit of whoredom on these women. Can you just elaborate on that a little bit? The spirit of whoredom.
Gosh, it's
Just go ham. Just say whatever you want. Say whatever you want.
It's a dissatisfied spirit. You cannot satisfy that spirit of whoredom. They can't have enough money, can't even have enough sex. It's a dissatisfied spirit, and trying to satisfy somebody with that spirit is impossible. It's a guy is going to spend his whole life on his hands and knees trying to please a woman with that spirit of whoredom. But
Shut up and take
they
my money.
need these women need the help. I feel I don't want to bash the women who have that spirit on them, but there's a lot of them all across America, and trying to get with one of these women, you can't fix them. It's not possible. They're going to cheat on you. They're going to want things. You could never buy them enough stuff. And you can't buy them enough purses. You can't buy them enough makeup. You can't buy them enough dinners because they are dissatisfied. And it's a bottomless pit trying to fill when a woman have that spirit of whoredom on them. It's not only sexually. They will cheat on you too, because I counsel a lot of women who just would have sex with just anybody. They would have sex with the plumber when he comes to the house, the air conditioned man, and because they can't have enough sex. So it's a spirit that is impossible to satisfy. So run from that. To run from those women.
Oh yeah. Stifler's dad said, I just joined Inner Game Healing. I didn't get the alert. Did you join it right now? I don't know. We'll give you one of those. And then JJ, this lady's sending so much money for you, Mom. She says this $4.99 is for you. You are such an inspiration. Steve S is in the chat. He says it's the spirit of Jezebel. You know about the Jezebel spirit.
Yes, Jezebel killed a lot of men. She killed men.
But when she was dead, dogs ate her body.
Yeah, she died a horrible death because a strong prophet came in and pushed her off the wall.
Yeah,
because she was just out to destroy the prophets.
Was it Elijah or Elisha that got her?
Jehu
Jehu
is the name of the prophet that came in town and had the young man push her off the wall.
We need the spirit of Jehu in us here today, brothers. Let's go back to the phone line. Let's go to 562. 562, you're on the air. What's up?
Hey, John. Good to be here. It's Stefano.
Hey, brother.
Hey. So, real quick, I wanted to say, if you're going to Italy, I recommend going to Sardinia, the island of Sardinia, where my family's from.
Thank you.
Yeah, but so obviously you're a busy guy, you're a higher status guy, you're high value. When it comes to, on one side, a committed relationship, and then on the other side, friendships, how do you get the person to respect your busy schedule and your time?
You
Does
just
it come
you,
from
yeah, you just got to lay down the law.
having a position?
Listen, listen, you just got to lay down the law. That's right here, buddy. That's right here. That's frame. Hey, I'm an important person.
Yeah.
I got shit to do.
Shut up and
Okay.
take my money.
And if you're not on board with me and the important shit I got to do, then you got to go. You've got to go. You know, when I dated Miss MLD, you know, my mom loves Miss MLD.
Mhm.
That's her code name. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Mhm.
She used to lay down on the floor next to me, on literally lay down on the floor as I live streamed
Mhm.
and check her phone. And she was a good, supportive woman. And women that don't support you are a
Mhm.
cancer. They're a
Mhm.
cancer in your life, literally cancer. You cannot be, if your friends like, oh, bro, you work too much. Well, you're fucking poor. Get away from me. Keep your poverty elsewhere. As a man, you're supposed to work.
That's right.
You're supposed to work.
Mhm.
Sitting around, smoking weed, jerking off the porn,
Mhm.
playing video games, all this loser shit. Okay. You don't do that if you don't have your fucking act together. So if people are going to shame you for working and not respect your time, peace. Guess what? Sayonara. You're out of my life. Thank God, because getting rid of losers like you is only going to elevate me to the next level, because you don't have to waste the mental resources in combating their stupidity.
Okay. Yeah, I've had friends throughout my life who can't understand that I don't want to go out once a week or twice a week,
Yeah.
get a drink or go out to eat.
Dude,
Mhm.
I'm at this point in my life that I don't even like. I went out like 2 weeks ago or something. Like it was about 2 weeks ago from today, because a buddy of mine invited me out and he's a good friend. And I went out and I just wanted to keep it casual. Then he bought a bottle of tequila, and then people started noticing me in the club and people were buying me shots. And I took the shots. I kind of got carried away in the moment. But the next day I felt like sick as shit. And to this day, I'm still a little sick from that because I'm so healthy and I don't participate in that shit. I hate going to nightclubs. I hate going to bars. I don't want to do any of that shit. I don't want to deal with hoes or any like even like having to like source and talk to new women at this point. I'm just like, just no, because statistically speaking, you're probably just like a toxic, crazy bitch. And I'm just kind of in that point. I'm at this point right now where I just want to focus
Shut
on
up and
work,
take my money.
focus on building my business up, getting more educated. I'm working on my credit score. Your boy's about to have an 800 fucking credit score. We're buying multiplex houses. We're writing off depreciation, and I'm building a fucking dynasty. My channel is taking off. I'm elevating myself to a higher level. I don't have time. And Brandon Carter talked about this too. And Brandon Carter's a motherfucking G. And he opened my eyes too. He has this great free course called like the Alpha Baller Mindset or something like that. And I was just checking it out from a digital marketing perspective. And I've always been a friend of his and a fan of, not a friend, recently became a friend. I'm honored to become a friend of this man. But I've recently become in touch with him, but I've always been watching his stuff.
Take my money.
And he talks about it too. Going out there, chasing hoes, all this shit. Yeah, it's fun for a little bit, but at the end of the day, it's a negative ROI. Look at the majority of players. Look at the majority of players in their 40s and 50s. They're fucking broke. They're depressed. These motherfuckers die early. Look at all these fucking dating coaches, okay? Alan Roger Curry died in his 50s, 60s. David X died in his 60s, right? Mystery going crazy as shit, right? It's all these dudes fat as fuck. No offense to like some of these guys, like, you know, but like for example, like, you know, Owen Cook like was really thin at one point, and then it's just like he gave up and he just ballooned and he's huge. And it's like this shit constantly, because here's the thing. The majority of women involved in hookup culture are damaged. And when you're constantly bringing damaged people into your life, having this little hookup there, having this little hookup there, these micro doses of poison eventually build up inside of you. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Well, one thing, I'm trying to still hold frame enough to say no to drinking. Like, even if it's like a business meeting or something and they want to grab a drink, I'm trying to build up the frame to say no. I don't drink anymore. It's not what I do.
Yeah.
But then, would you say when it comes to a committed relationship, is it probably in the best interest, especially when you have a business, to try to get them involved in your business somehow and be helping you out?
No, I mean, she shouldn't be involved in the business. She should be a woman. And if she wants to support you, she wants to help you, like, you know, I never asked a girl like, oh, hey, can you design this fucking thumbnail for me? Or can you write this email for me? I don't involve my women in my business, but they handle the shit that needs to be handled. Cooking, cleaning, laundry, taking care of my dog, whatever the case may be. And no bullshit, no drama, no fucking crazy bitch with mental issues running around, right? So you want to be making sure you're choosing a good woman who can be the support. You know what you want? You ever watch Star Wars?
Yeah, yeah.
Dude, you need a woman that's like R2D2. Okay. She's not running around.
Yeah.
She's not fucking blah, 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 blah. She's not like C3PO, like, whoa, we can't do it. Here's why we can't do it. And here's why it sucks. And here's this. You need a woman that's silent, confident in herself, and supports you. That's what R2 does. He saves everybody in Star Wars every single time. He's symbolic. He's like a guardian angel. That's what you need. You need a woman that's kind of like a guardian angel that's looking over you. That's, you know, a good woman looks at her man and thinks, what can I do to make this man's life better? How can I support him better? And she's not intrusive. She's like, well, I think you should do this. And blah, blah, blah. And just, you know, you don't need some fucking godless devil like that in your life. You need like a good, calm, decent woman who's going to be there and support you. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You want to add something, Mom?
Yeah, it's
Well, I know you
important.
talked about it. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, that's important for if you are running a business, you know, to not get the woman involved. You just man up, you do everything and let her be the woman, you know, hire people to do the jobs that are necessary if it's possible. But, you know, to have a healthy business, you do need a supportive wife, whatever the case is. But yeah, I would do what Jonathan said. Just let her support you emotionally, you know, doing things that you can't do when you're busy working. Like you need a hot meal, you need to be fed, your clothes needs to be washed, you need to come home to a nice made bed, and that would energize you to go out and fight even more and make you stronger.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, and you know, like there's.
Yeah, I know your stuff on the stone.
Go ahead, buddy. Go ahead.
Thanks. No, I was gonna say, when it comes to like religious girls and Christian girls, I'm a Christian, and I'm gonna try to network more in church and try to get a match through there. You know, I'm off all the dating apps right now. But
Tell them what you said about.
I know even there.
Listen, my mom talked about this, and it's important. You need a girl with a sense of morality. Go ahead, Mom.
yeah, absolutely. Like, you know, a girl who is not going to want to, if she can wait to get, if you're Christian and she wants to wait to get together until your wedding night, I mean, that's a prize. That's the kind of woman you want in the church. But if that woman is willing to sleep with you before marriage, it's a bad sign when you're in church. I mean, I met my husband in church, and we dated, and we didn't, you know, we got married, and it was no messing around till after the marriage. So that's important with a woman who is going to be, you know, a good catch for you, and who's going to be loyal and clean and helpful to you.
Yeah. You know, the thing is with the morality section, I'm just saying like this. What you want to have a girl that has like a sense of decency, right? If she's going to be a liar, she's going to be a manipulator. If she has a history of like being a whore or cheating, you know, it's just so many fucking things.
But that's worse. If you find somebody like that on the outside, it's good. But if you find somebody in the church like that, that's 10 times more trouble for you. You run even further from women who behave like that in church. Because you're supposed to be good in church. And if you can't be good in church, something is totally wrong. I mean, the ones on the outside don't know better, you know. So yeah, just be aware of that.
Okay. That's what we got for you, Stefano.
Like a lot of guys, I used to.
Go. You want to add final thoughts? Go ahead, quickly.
A lot of guys. Yeah. They just want to save a girl and think I can change a girl and can mold her.
Let the pastor do
I think
that.
that's probably not.
No, trust me, don't. You cannot turn a hoe into the housewife. You just can't. And if you try to, it's just going to be worse. it's gonna drain you. It's terrible. Okay.
Okay. All right, John. Appreciate you as always. God bless.
All right, buddy. You take care of yourself. We chat soon, yeah?
All right. Talk
Bye-bye.
soon.
All right, that guy is off the line. All right, now we got a bunch of calls next. Let me see. So we had a super chat here. I noticed you don't use the terms alpha, beta, etc. That other channels in space. What are your thoughts on these ideas, or do you advocate for anything in addition to money, muscles, game frame? If you do this right here, you just focus on getting your money right, not being fat fucking with your muscles, having game to discern which is a good woman, which is a bad woman, and how to understand how to get a woman on a date, talk to her, have a good time, and have frame. Dude, you're gonna be in the top. At least top 20% of all men. Now, I don't need to use the words alpha or beta. My Twitter says alpha male MLD because I was just getting banned because the goddamn previous owners on Twitter were all fucking liberals, and they just like kept on banning my shit as for like evading the ban. But then finally I peeled it under Elon, and then it just happens to say alpha male MLD. But I was just like, hot dude life, hot dude party, what was another one? Love rational male. I was just running out of usernames, and I just made that next one, and it just happened to stick. So I don't really give a shit though. But yeah, in regards to that, that's I don't really believe in this like saying alpha male, beta. I don't really talk about that at all. I do call dudes betas, that's for sure. There are beta males, but I don't really go around saying I'm an alpha and stuff. I don't really care if I'm an alpha or not. I mean, I'm a guy who gets what I want in life. That's the most important thing. Okay. I am the real godfather of the manosphere. We're actually creating an infographic showing my influence on the fucking manosphere, the whole dating community. And it's I think it's called, I think there's like 2 to 3 degrees. Like there's like the 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon. We're going to call it the 3 degrees of MLD. Because like I think within 3 people you can connect everybody back to me. Because I'm a fucking winner. I'm a giver. I'm a champion. I turn these fucking franchises around, baby. Looks like we have a Spurg in the chat. This guy right here, Big Boy 702. Hey, why don't you pick up the phone and call me? Since you're such a boss. Call me right now. 657-383-1318. We could talk about how you're a loser and you want to justify smoking weed. Go ahead. Yeah, it says this homie lost me on the real, says one thing but does another. I'm out. The real people just started. Let's go. Fresh and Fit time. Bro, you don't even know about Fresh and Fit. You don't even know anything about that. But you're a little man child crying and freaking out in the chat. If you're such a big guy, you're such a tough guy, call me. Give me a call. Big Boy 702. Come on, you're such a man, right? No, but you're not. You're a little bitch. You're a little bitch, and you won't pick up the phone and call me because that's what you are, a little weed smoking bitch, little brokey. Okay? Pick up the phone. Give me a call. It's right here. Do you know how to use the telephone? You know how to pick up the phone, take your finger, 657-383-1318, then put it next to your ear, you hear, and then, I'll pick up, I'll tell you you're a fucking moron, and then I'll help you with your stupidity, and then I'll just continue to grow my empire of influence, okay? But you won't because you're a pussy, so it's all good. You laughing over there? What do you think about these crazy people who just come in the chat and start fighting like that, huh?
They hurt people.
Yeah.
They hurt.
They are hurt. Mm-hmm. He's smoking weed. He's trying to justify. He's losing his mind trying to defend smoking weed. Mm-hmm. You got to earn that right. Let's go to 858. 858, you're on the air.
John, it's Chad from California.
Talk to me.
Had a one-on-one with you last week, signed up for the inner game healing.
And
I had a question about...
This is the good-looking guy.
I had a question. So you say.
This is the guy who you said looked like a Ken doll.
Oh, wow.
Talk to him. Tell him.
Yeah, I saw your photo, and I'm like, this guy is handsome. He looks like Ken. I'm like, perfect hair, perfect nose. I wish I had a nose like that. And my nose is not... I don't like my nose, but yeah, nice to talk to you. Amazing.
Go ahead, big guy.
Hey, it's great to be on. I was wondering if you had tips on, I know it's just going to take time, but if you had any tips on how to overcome the negative thoughts that inevitably come flooding back in when you need inner game healing.
Okay. You want to go ahead, Mom?
Yeah. When those negative thoughts come, the moment, not the second, the moment that you feel that thought coming to you, you have to combat it and don't receive it. You have to command that thought to be gone. No, you're not going to enter my mind. It's like a poison coming into your ears, into your eyes, and wherever, whatever you're seeing, whatever you're hearing, you just have to stop it immediately. And I'm saying, not the don't give it even a second, the moment. And you stop it right there. Say, no, I'm not going there. I'm not going to think like that. I am not going there. I refuse to receive that thought in my mind. And watch, you practice that for an hour, 2 hours, and then it becomes a habit, and your mind will be free. I've seen a lot of people with that problem, and I said that's the first thing you do is combat it immediately with the truth. What lies is that coming to me? If that's a lie, I am not going to receive it. No. You're not going to build a nest in my head. And don't allow it to build a nest in your head at all. Drive it away immediately. And that's what I would say. And it's a war you're going to fight. It's a battle. It's the battle of the mind. And you can do this. And start today. Start now.
All right.
What do you think? You think you can do that?
I think I don't have any other choice.
There you go. Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
I'm gonna play a module from the Inner Game Healing course right now, and you said you already signed up, right? You're in.
Yeah, I've run through the modules. It's just the first set, right, John?
Yeah, and there is a module that's titled "This Will Feel Awkward at First." Okay.
Yeah.
And that is what I'm talking about when it says this will feel awkward at first, because you see, you're a man in your 40s and you have been tearing yourself apart mentally in your mind for the longest ever, right? And so the thing is, when you're consistently doing this, it becomes the norm. I've noticed that people they feel awkward when when people receive a compliment, even they're like, "Oh man, like what's wrong? Like what are you up to?" People think like you have an agenda. You know what I mean? And so it's just because you're so used to tearing yourself up in your mind. That's the biggest thing.
Shut up and take my money.
Okay.
Make sense?
I have one other question, John. If you're,
Go ahead.
It does make sense, and that's what I figured. If you are stuck in California or the United States, and you wanted to be able to get out and meet people, I mean, the answer is obvious. But would you pick a metropolitan area like downtown, inner city, or maybe not necessarily? Would you kind of go outside the city for living?
Personally, I'm citied out. I'm pretty citied out, to be honest with you. I want to live somewhere where there's green nature and a house and like a river and trees, and I can hear birds in the morning. But it just depends on what you're looking for. So what are you looking for?
The same thing, but I'm not sure that's going to be conducive to any kind of social life in the short or long term. It's kind of tough.
Yeah. Well, what are your goals for dating in your life right now?
I'd like to be able to meet women in person, cold approach, eventually.
Yeah.
And maybe long term, end up in an environment as you mentioned, someplace wooded forest, kind of on the outskirts, I'm just not so sure that meeting women in that they line up right now.
Yeah. It's as you get older, it has to become it does become like a job to build a social life. Because when you're young, you're always around people. There's people everywhere. There's college. There's all these parties. You have so many fucking friends, But when you get older, it becomes a full-time job. But yeah, the biggest thing is, my mom has a question for you, and she wants to ask you.
Go ahead.
Just ask him. Don't this all the time. It's fine.
Oh my gosh. I
Just ask him directly.
okay. Are you involved in watching bad things like,
Pornography. Are you watching?
Yeah.
Are you watching porn and stuff?
No.
Have you quit?
Yes.
So when did you quit?
I quit about a year ago.
Well, that's good. See, and I'll tell you something. What happens, and that's where your mind gets so tormented. That takes a stronghold. That becomes your comfort. I counsel a lot of men also in the but and that becomes a part. It becomes your comfort. It becomes like something you go to. It's a go-to thing. But as you have broken out of that, and your mind needs to be healed. You need healing in your mind, and you got to think on things that are lovely, think on things that are true, think on things that have a good report, and you need peace in your mind, and that has injured you in your mind a lot. And if you could recognize that, stay away from that, and just move forward with, like I told you, the thoughts. When the thoughts come, combat it immediately. Don't even wait a second, and don't go there again. Don't get wrapped up in anything with pornography or sexual, anything sexually that is messing with you. So yeah, I'm not too comfortable talking.
I appreciate.
Talking on the air with about this, because I know
It's
a lot
okay.
of people are listening. But
He needs help. Don't worry.
yeah, but you're a good-looking man. You look sharp. You look smart, and
He makes over $100,000 a year too.
yeah, and you have a lot going for you. You have so much going for you, and it's sad to see that you don't even think that you're so handsome, because that spirit around that pornography wants to keep you in bondage. They want to keep you for themselves, and that's what happens. So as you break out of that and you cleanse your mind, and you're gonna have a lot of freedom. You're gonna see how handsome you are. People are gonna start telling you how good you look, because that bad aura that you were involved in, that wants to keep you under a shadow all the time for itself. It's like a spirit, a bad spirit that grabs hold of people. So yeah,
But I want to add to that. You're constantly being trapped in your mind. You're constantly in this mental isolation, and then when you are afraid to go talk to girls, and then you watch porn and you masturbate at home, then you start feeling worse, and you start feeling like, damn, like, and it becomes a trap, because it becomes like you get caught in this cycle. It becomes your release, and that's just not something that is conducive to living the life that you want.
That's for sure.
Yeah. So it's gonna get better.
I really appreciate your help, Mrs. Mama MLD.
Thank you.
Certainly, and John, thank you for taking the time to take my call. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, and remember those thoughts, okay? Just combat them immediately, the moment they come, and watch. You're gonna have a lot of success. All right.
I will.
Okay. All right, buddy. Take care. We'll talk soon. Bye-bye.
Thanks, John.
You're welcome. He sounds a lot better from the last time I called him. He sounds way better. Okay, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 more calls. Here we go. Let's go to 774.
Shut up and take my money.
774. You are on the air. What is up?
Hi, John. Can you hear me?
I can hear you perfectly, brother.
Great. First off, big shout out to Mama MLD. Very based. I saw her on your story the other day, wrapped in the Trump flag. I thought that was awesome.
Oh, that's me.
I put your picture of you when we were wearing the Trump flag when I put it on you.
You're too funny.
Go ahead,
Yeah.
buddy. How can we help you?
Teflon Donnie ain't got nothing to worry about.
Okay,
Can you say it one more time? I'm sorry.
go ahead with your question.
So I wanted to ask you about the relation of inner game to approach anxiety, because recently I've been dealing with general approach anxiety when I'm out on my day.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess part of it's a lack of motivation.
Mm-hmm.
Part of it's, a general fear of rejection. And it's almost different every time I even have the thought come into my head.
Mm-hmm.
What
What comes to your head?
So it's oh, I don't want to do this. It's probably just a waste of time. He's probably just going to reject me. I don't want to have that feeling in me. Or I'm busy. I don't have time to do this right now.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Generally
it's
like that.
Here's the thing: you're never gonna know unless you take a shot.
Most definitely.
I mean, there have been times where I learned this lesson when I was driving taxis in Hawaii, right? I would start to size people up when they got into the taxi. I remember this big fat guy got in my cab. This guy was probably 380 pounds. He was huge, right? Big fat guy from Texas in the oil industry. And I was like, look at this fat motherfucker. He's probably going to not tip me well. He's going to fucking ruin my life. And I'm just like, but you got to put on your smile and you got to just do the job, right? And so what happened was we get there and he wanted to go to a plus size store to go get a bathing suit because he's so fat. And I was like, all right, let's go. And so I took him there. We started driving around talking, and he seems to be a really cool guy. And he's like, I like you. I think you're a cool person. He's like, I need your help. He's like, can you charter me and my wife around Hawaii? So I was like, yeah, that's no problem. So he gave me his business card. I dropped him off. He tipped me $50. I was like, shit, okay. This fucking guy's got some money. And then I chartered him and his wife around Hawaii. They paid me like $500 for that. That was like a 2-3 hour trip. This was in 2014. So, $500 is good money. And then, then he wanted me to take him to the airport when he left. That was like a $40, $50 taxi ride. And he gave me $150 on top of that. So I sat there and I was judging this guy. And then I really felt awful after. And I was just like, damn, bro, I'm out here fucking judging people. And you really don't know what's going to happen unless you take action and make it happen. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. You need to put aside your preconceived notions about people.
Yes. Exactly.
Yeah. You need to, get out on the field. Right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to sign up for the inner game healing.
Yeah.
Either this evening or tomorrow. So
Do
I'm
it.
thinking that's helped me with some of my internal dialogue.
Do it.
Especially when it comes to, just talking to people in general, honestly.
Yeah. Good, man. Good stuff. Give it a go.
Yeah.
Give it a go.
Really appreciate you taking the call. And just one thing I wanted to say is that the previous conversation.
Yeah, you're extremely welcome, man. You're extremely welcome. And like I said, we're here for you guys. So it's what we're doing. We're actually going to play an excerpt from the Inner Game Healing video course right now. Take a look at home, and thanks for calling in, caller. Peace out. Okay, this is a module from the Inner Game Healing video course. Take a look. These courses, just so you know, these courses are structured in a way that they're small and easy, but they're about 3 to 5 minutes each. But the reason is because you need to watch this over and over and over again, because you've been conditioning yourself negatively over and over and over again. And this is how you're going to recondition yourself to get a healthy mental dialogue going on. Check this out.
This will feel awkward at first. Guys, I'm going to be very honest with you. Remember earlier when I talked about the little sticky notes I had all over my walls that said, force yourself to think positive now, right? Here's the deal. You've been brainwashed and ingrained with negativity your entire life. People tell you under the guise of negativity, hey, don't get your hope up, okay? We got to be realistic, okay? Realistic is them saying like, oh, maybe good things won't happen to you. Poison. Absolute poison. It's going to feel awkward at first because you've never done this before. Negativity has been the norm in your life. Negativity is everywhere. Negativity is disguised in positive comments. They'll tell you, oh, hey, whoa, you want to be a millionaire? You should be more humble. Whoa, hey, why are you posting a photo of yourself with your shirt off showing your six-pack abs and your chest? You should be more humble. No. Okay? If you had to make a choice, an extreme choice of being very prideful of yourself versus being very humble of yourself, the prideful side is going to help you get to your goals way more than the humble side. You see, there's a lie that people want to perpetuate as something positive, saying like, just calm down. Don't be so bragging. Don't be so prideful. Don't think so highly of yourself. It's the norm when you like tell somebody something about themselves in a negative manner, they're more likely to receive it than if you're going to tell them something positive. Go out and try this yourself. Go out and just give a random person a compliment or, just a positive statement about something. Say, hey, that's a nice dress you got on. Hey, that's a great hat. I love the way the sunglasses look on you. You'll see people be like, whoa, what does this person want? If you're having a conversation with someone like, you know what, you look kind of weird today, they'll automatically be like, oh my God, like, what's wrong with me? Like, oh, he's right. This negative statement is taking over me. Negativity is the norm. So when you start doing this, people will judge you. It will feel wrong. It will feel wrong in your mind. Okay. It'll feel like you're doing the wrong thing, but you're not. You're doing the right thing. You have to brainwash yourself in the direction of positivity, and you have to make it a norm. The good thing is, once you start doing this, you're going to start cultivating an aura of positivity around you. You're going to start cultivating an ecosystem of friends and families around you that are all positive. And this is going to cause a snowball effect of good things happening to you. People will want to come to you. People will want to be with you. When you go on dates with girls, they're going to be like, wow, you're so positive and uplifting. Because the average guy going on dates, he's whining, he's complaining about his job sucks, this and that. Blah, 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 and the girl's just like, oh, just dealing with another guy like the rest. Positive, positive, positive. It's so important for you to bring it in and make this a lifestyle changing moment for you. Because when you have a positive mind, you get the probability of having the positive outcome you want. Thanks so much. We'll see you in the next module.
There you go. Like I said, it's going to feel awkward at first. Why? Because negativity is the norm in the culture. When you tell people, like when I told people I was going to go to Japan and I was going to make it happen, I was going to do, I was going to do big things. So many people didn't believe in me. Somebody like, oh, it's another one of Jonathan's crazy ideas, you know, and the negativity and the toxicity and all the trash coming, right? But you know, that's the norm. And when you tell somebody something nice about themselves, man, you know, just a kind word can lift somebody up. But you guys are more comfortable being kind to somebody else than you are to be kind to yourself, which is, you know, kind of heartbreaking if you tell me. It's a lot to deal with. It's a lot to deal with. Manny Delgado, he says $20 super chat. This one for JJ. I was trying to get the Spider-Man fucking clips to find it to when he's playing that, because of Marvel vs. Capcom. That's Spider-Man dying there. There it is. There it is. There you go. That's the sound clip for you, pal. Thank you so much, Manny Delgado, for the 20 Mexican dollars. Let's just knock these out. We got a couple more here on the line. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, let's go. Let's go to 805. 805, you're on.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, 805, you're on the air. What's up?
Hey, it's me again from last time, Tyler.
Yo, what's up, bro?
Thank you for your guidance and
This is the
input.
guy last time. You talked to him too.
Finally done.
You talked to my mom last
me,
week
Tyler.
too, right?
Yeah, I did. Military veteran.
Oh yeah.
The counselor, and you told me he had to
talked
take care of himself.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, he's Tyler. He's back.
Hi, Tyler.
Yeah, I just want to say hi, ma'am. It's good to hear for both of you guys. I'm finally done grieving. You guys have given me a lot to think about, and there was some things I had to recently let go. I'm doing very well for myself. My body fat percentage went from 47% to 25%. By the next few months, I'll be in the 15% range.
Good.
Wow.
I'm been continuing working hard in my job at the VA. It's actually it's been a dream job of mine, working with homeless veterans. I've been rescuing veterans ever since I came back from Iraq.
Yeah.
And if you ever want to get some information for you to use your to help your audience that are veterans, I'd be more than happy to share with you, or whatever you need help with, just let me know.
Thank you.
But I've been cleaning myself up a lot, and I am no longer going to bash on myself. And for the first time ever, it's a bit of a culture shock. Now that I'm done with my ex, I'm done with the whole fucking court that they try to slap in my face.
Mm-hmm.
Sons of bitches. For once, I'm actually looking at my bank account to where I'm seeing a couple $1,000s stay in there even after bills. And I own a house, and I own a lot of stuff, and things are looking pretty good. So I may want to get with you just to get some ideas of maybe, I don't know, investing, or like, where do I go from there at that certain point?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm planning to go on a vacation at the end of this year. I'm not sure when,
Mm-hmm.
but I think I'm definitely going to revisit Japan again.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm hoping, if trust can ever be built between me and you, I wouldn't mind having a sit down conversation and just sharing some knowledge that I know could definitely help you and your audience with any soldiers.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, maybe just learn something from you, man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm giving it my all. I'm in the gym 5 days a week. I train, I do a lot of boxing, and I'm probably going to see about getting back into the competitive boxing too.
Cool. Well,
Just wait for the gym to open up for it.
what we'll do, go ahead and go to my website, book a one-on-one consultation call with me if you're serious about getting this sorted out. Because I'm about to be, you know, I think, I still have a couple slots available, but we can get this handled before the webinars for the inner game healing start on April 12th. And you said, are you also in inner game healing as well? Did you mention that?
Yeah, I got myself on the waiting list. I'm just waiting for one more payment to come my way, which should clear by tonight or tomorrow, and I was going to sign up for it. Yes.
Yeah, no sweat. Yeah, pop on in, man. You'll love the community, and we're here for you, buddy.
But yeah, like I shit you not, man. The information I have that can help out veterans, like I'll tell you one example. I won't tell you his name, but
Mhm.
he went through a horrible, toxic relationship with his ex-wife. Now, thank God,
Mm-hmm.
nearly drove the man to the brink of death. I worked with him. I walked him through the whole VA process, medical benefits. The man's living a wealthy life and very successful, and that's just one out of the many I've helped out with. And he went to college, and now he's doing social work, helping out kids. So I've turned his life around with opening the doors with some military stuff. So if you ever want that information, man, I'll happily give it to you, whether I can earn a place to work by your side or I'll just give you the information and do what you want with it.
Appreciate it. Like I said, book the consult. Let's get on the call. Let's talk. Let's suss it out, and we can go from there. All right.
Yeah. All right, man. I'm gonna head off to the gym, and honestly, thank you to you and your mother.
You're welcome.
Honestly, if you guys haven't somehow come into my life, I don't think I'd be here.
Cool, man. Well, listen, keep your head up. You're gonna be okay, and we'll be in touch. All right, brother.
Yeah.
All right. Take care.
I'll get that one-on-one set up.
All right, Tyler. Bye bye.
All right.
Cool. Okay. Shout out to Ian who just signed up for Inner Game Healing. Welcome aboard. And then shout out to Jonathan also who just signed up. Good stuff. Don't forget, click the link in the chat right there if you want to sign up for Inner Game Healing. All right, we got 484-720-517-701. International caller, then 760. Let's power through these. Okay, 484, you're on the air. What's up? .484 going once, going twice.
Oh, I was on mute. My bad.
Yeah, go ahead.
I thought you need to hablar español.
Go ahead, buddy. What's up, Andy?
So short. Okay. We had a consultation a few weeks ago.
I know.
And you mentioned I look like a nerd, yada yada yada. Like I mentioned earlier, I had a few hypnotherapy sessions with both Ryans that cleared up fear of failure professionally and like my resentment toward my parents. But when it comes to like speaking with women, like all the like the confidence in me, like for example, I know for a fact I'll be very well off financially, goal oriented. Like I take dance lessons. Like I know with more practice I'll be like a very, very, very good dancer, stuff like that. But when it comes to like speaking with women, like all the excuses, oh, I'm short, not muscular, still look like a kid, pop up. And then I know you spent time with Justin Mark, and he's Indian. Also, he's shorter than me, but he like even before he had all his clout now, like 5-6 years ago, he was still doing a lot better than I'm doing now.
He doesn't use his clout at all to get girls.
Right. So I'm saying, like, what is there anything like even given my average, I guess, looks with I would say above average fashion, like what other like tool sets or things I should try to maximize now to I guess overcome those deficiencies, if you will.
I told you to get rid of the glasses because it made you look like an Asian nerd. Did you get rid of the glasses?
Yeah, I'm going through consultations for like ophthalmology, since my eyes, like I said, are not in a great shape to say the least.
What do you mean?
But,
What's
yeah.
wrong with your eyes?
I have a much higher risk of glaucoma than the vast majority of the population, given the shape of my eyes.
So you can't put on fucking contacts?
Correct. Yes.
Why not?
I'm getting second opinions, but in short, the guy told me that the shape of my eyeballs would make any, at least commonly, any common contact lens shape to be to not fit correctly.
What do you have, astigmatism?
Potentially, I don't know. I don't know the terminology. I just know that that's what the guy told me. But I'm estoy pidiendo segundo.
Listen, talk to me in English. Listen, first of all, calm down. Stop spurging out. Okay, talk to me in English. Dude, there are very few things that will stop you from being able to get contact lenses. Okay, and you could go to Walmart and talk to a fucking optometrist for like $100.
Shut up and take my money.
Have you gone to an eye doctor and say, I want contact lenses today. What can we do? Yes or no?
I've gone to two, and they've come back with the same. I don't know the terminology, but the same opinion. You need to go to an ophthalmologist to get checked out.
To get what?
To get to assess my risk of glaucoma A and B, that my eyeballs would not work well with contact lenses.
I don't believe that. I mean, getting contacts, or I mean, you could get LASIK too, dude. There are so many options. Like there are not many things that are gonna stop you from wearing contact lenses.
Okay. In the meantime, should I just not wear glasses if I don't have to?
Hold on.
Like they're not necessary. Like I can barely see, like driving stuff. Fine without them.
What is the eye condition where you can't wear contacts? It's called contact lens intolerance, known as CLI. That's pretty much it. It's not astigmatism. Are you lying to me?
No, I don't know the terminology.
Well, you forgot?
In short, all I remember is two optometrists saying your eyes, the shape of something in your eyes renders you unable to wear contact lenses A, and that B, you need to get your eyes checked out further with an ophthalmologist.
So let me get this straight. You went to an eye doctor to figure out why you can't wear contacts, and then you forgot the reason why you can't wear contacts. So what the fuck did you go to the meeting for?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm telling you.
You just go to the doctor and forget shit that they
One
tell
was
you?
to get glasses. In this situation, yeah.
Andy, you're full of shit. I'm sorry. There's no fucking massive thing out there. There's contacts for you if you have an astigmatism, okay? I had astigmatism. I've been wearing contacts since I was 11 years old. And then when I was 33, I got LASIK. And the doctor said, there's a slight chance that you could fucking, we could fucking damage your eye. And I was just like, YOLO, fucking let's do this, baby. Zap me up. And I went and got better. And now I'm perfect 20/20 vision.
Okay, got it. I'll get a third opinion, and if not, save up for LASIK and stuff like that. Okay.
Go to the doctors and stop wasting time.
My money.
Stop wasting time and fucking just running your mouth and not getting shit done, Andy. Seriously, this is like coming from you. This is pissing me off because you've already done so much. Okay.
Okay.
But you do look like a dork with your glasses on. You got to get rid of them. Period.
Okay.
Okay. And when it comes to talking to women, you just have to get more reps in, talk to them more, get more socially, because you're still socially kind of like, not dialed in. You have to have higher levels of social skills.
Okay.
What did they say? You have giant papillary conjunctivitis?
I know that wasn't it. I would remember that.
Corneal abrasion?
I believe it was something regarding the lens or the cornea, but I can't say anything affirmatively.
Well, dude, if you're going to go to a doctor and they're going to tell you something and you're going to forget it, like how am I supposed to take you seriously?
Fair enough.
Like the only reason you went to the fucking doctor was to find out if you can get contact lenses, and then you fucking forget?
I remember abnormal shape of lens, and that's about it.
So the abnormal shape of lens is astigmatism, and they make special contacts for people with astigmatism. So don't waste my time. Go figure this out and call me when you got to sort it out.
Okay.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Got it.
Sorry, guys. And in today's modern age, you're not just going to sit here and tell me, like, I can't do XYZ because of this and that. Okay, no. You know, it's just there's options. You can get LASIK, you can get fucking there. I mean, it's modern medicine. There's miracles. If a fucking man can become a woman, we could figure out you to get some damn contact lenses. Okay. Let's go to 720. You're on the air. What's up?
Hello. Hey.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, how's it going, brother? Hey, actually, I found your channel through the Freshest Feed, and I've been following your channel since that, brother. Hey, brother, I have a question. So, how do you make friends online? For example, I know a guy. I'm not friends. First of all, I'm not friends with them in real life and online either, or like on social media. But I want to be friends with them, and I don't know how to kind of like approach with them. Go along with them, you know.
Is this a girl? Are you trying to become?
Then,
Are you trying to become friends with a girl?
No, bro. Like, this is cool guys. You know, I'm a guy, but I want to be friends with the cool guys that's in my circle. You know, where I live and stuff like that. And I know them on like I know them through my social media, through my other friends. You know, but I want to like add them on like Instagram and stuff like that. Is it weird to add your like other guys, you know, and you know try to go like you know, because we both smoke full code and stuff like that, you know, and you know one of them sells cars and they deal with this kind of stuff and they're cool guys, you know. So do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well,
So,
I mean,
like,
just send him a
like,
DM.
I don't understand. Is it weird to like, huh?
I mean, I send him a DM.
So that's fine, right? Like, it's not that weird, right? Because I don't want to look like a fucking, like, you know, some other dudes or like, you know, because I know like pretty much that we both do the same thing. They're Muslim, I'm Muslim, you know, and then I just want to like surround myself with the cool guys, you know, not that cool meaning like just like cool, but they do the cool.
Okay,
like,
I already told you.
Not high, but like
All right,
good,
dude, calm down.
Yeah,
Calm down.
you got it.
Calm down. Relax.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. First things
I
first,
am.
control your social anxiety because nobody's going to want to be around you if you're like a socially anxious retard. Okay. You're talking too fast. You're all over the place. You need to calm down. I don't even want to talk to you right now when you're acting so weird like this. So you got to learn to calm down. Secondly, if you just need to talk to them, just send them a DM. Hey, I think you're cool. Are you doing any events? What do you like? Where do you like to hang out? We should hang out sometime. It's that simple.
Oh, okay. Cool. All right.
How old are you?
I'm 28.
Where are you in the world?
I'm in Colorado.
Okay. Then just, if you see him online, reach out. Say, hey, what's up? Think you're cool? Let's hang out. If not, move on.
Oh, okay. So that's fun, right? Okay. Because that's been on my mind, like, you know, is that weird in general, you know, like what we have become, you know, like because everything that you've been telling me so far, it's so fucking true.
Yeah. Well, it's not like you're
listen,
you're weird. The way you're like communicating and stuff, dude, like you're weird. You're coming off very socially.
Bro, it's my first time.
I don't care. It's my first time talking to you too. It's my first time talking to you too. I'm not being weird. This is a lack of development in your social skills area, brother. Okay.
It's true, bro. It's true. I'm not gonna lie. It's true.
Yeah, I know. So that's what I would say. That's my advice for you. Okay.
Yeah, but to be honest, bro, you told that too. It's kind of like hard to make friends nowadays. I don't know why, because when I was in the college, everything was fine and smooth, you know, back in the days, like 4 or 5 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
But now it's like I don't know, everyone's busy with their life or something like that. You know, it's kind of weird. And I understand what you were telling. You know, like move on from the United States, and I planning on to doing that. You know, soon enough.
Sounds good.
For now. Just staying here.
Shut up and take my money.
Yeah.
Sounds good. All right, I'm gonna let you go, buddy. Go.
Bro,
Listen, I gotta let you go. Go do what I said.
One last question.
All right, hurry up.
All right. All right. Is it is it okay to make 80K as of right now? Per year after 80 or 75 or close to that, between 75 to 80, and I have saved up like 40K.
Wait. You're asking me, is it possible to make $80,000 a year?
No. Am I behind, or is it fine for my age to make between 75 to 80K per year income, right?
Yes, it's above
40.
average.
Okay.
Listen, it's above average, but your social skills are so below average that your money's not going to matter.
Oh, I know that, bro. I know that. I'm gonna work on that, and I'm gonna check out other things too on your.
Yeah,
channel.
have you? Because this is a weird social self-esteem thing you're dealing with. Have you checked out Inner Game Healing?
I watched it when you put it out on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
In the beginning, I checked it out, and then I will check it out too.
Yeah, well, this will help you with your social weirdness. You can come interact in the chat, come interact on the Zoom, come practice, get a little bit of more confidence and self-esteem, because normal people don't really say oh, is it okay to go try to be friends with someone online? That's just a normal thing. So this is like a symptom of something going on inside of you.
Oh, I see. So.
All right, buddy.
Okay.
Thank you
I
so
got
much.
you,
We'll
bro.
talk next time.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Oh, boy. What do you make of that one?
Confidence.
Speaking the mic.
He needs confidence. He's just got to get out and be confident in himself and just go out there and get friends. Just ask. Ask to hang out.
Yeah, man, it's insane. It's insane. All right. Shout out to Saren VX with $10 super chat says Watashi wa baka. I don't know why you're saying you're stupid in Japanese. Steve S, $5 super chats. He says, Mama MLD, do prayers to cast out demons help heal your inner world?
Absolutely, 100%.
Yep.
And that's my forte. I believed in that, believe it at 100%. And that's where the real healing comes. And that's for Christians.
Yeah.
You got to be a Christian. You can't cast out demons out of people who are not Christians. So yes, and it works. It changes your life. It's 100% guaranteed to change your life. Casting demons out of your body, your mind, your will, your emotions.
Cool.
Yes.
All right, let's go to these next callers. Let's go to 517. 517, you're on the air. What's up?
Hello. Hey, LMB. My name is Brandon, and you might know me as DealBoy789. Kind of made fun of me with my anime profile picture. I changed it.
Go ahead.
Lately, so I am 19 years old. I moved out of my parents' place as soon as I graduated from high school, and lately I've kind of been struggling a little bit more with my family. It's not bad. It's mostly just my family. I never went to college. I went to trades. I did plumbing my first year, and right now I'm laying carpet. And I'm getting paid about $1,600 a month. I just started a second time or a part-time job. And my family, or mostly my mom and dad, they had been really against me, not going to college and stuff like that.
What do they do for a living?
Absolutely love
90 seconds.
My mom works for the state of Michigan, and my dad works in cybersecurity.
Okay, and they're mad at you for what?
They're kind of I wouldn't say they're mad, but they're upset, and they always give me they always bash on me for no, you're gonna regret not going to college and stuff like that, and kind of been bringing me down, and they haven't really been very encouraging. And right now,
60 seconds.
that I'm by myself, and I kind of showed them what I can do, but they kind of still been kind of like that, and that's kind of been on me because I don't want to like disrespect my parents in any regard. And even though they're giving me this advice, I kind of ignored it and did my own thing. And I moved 3 hours away from them and kind of just did my own thing. And I love my parents to death. They were always been together, and I'm very grateful for it. And so every time I like talk to them, they bring that up. They always make me feel like super guilty about myself.
Let me
Like,
ask
for
you something.
like, leaving them and acting out.
So you like plumbing, you like laying carpet, you like that kind of work, and you enjoy it.
10 seconds.
Yeah.
Well, nothing's wrong with that. That is a fantastic thing. Every woman is looking for a man to build them a house. And every woman wants a handyman. A handyman is a prize that women just love. You can fix the floors, you can fix the plumbing, you can fix everything. God bless you, honey. Let me tell you something. You should, if I were you, if I were your mom, I would coach you to develop those giftings. And if you can go to school and become a contractor, contractors make tons of money. Superintendents on these new home building sites, they start out at $100,000 a year. Where are you at? What part of the state are you?
I'm in Michigan.
You're in Michigan? Well, I tell you something. You look for a builder, okay? They would take you under their wings and they will train you, and you could become a superintendent. Once you have your act together and you're focused and you are ready to work, they will train you. Builders are just wanting people like you, and the money's out there, and you learn how to build a house, and you can build one house, sell it, buy land, build another one, sell it, and make a ton of money. And you don't even need to waste your time in college and waste, spending 4 or 6 years sitting there being miserable. Some people just don't like to study. And if you don't like it, don't waste your time. You work with your hands. Let me tell you, I applaud you for what you're doing. I admire people who can work with their hands like this. I'm the president of my HOA, and when these young guys come around, I tell them, "Oh my Lord, you guys are amazing! The plumbers, the roofers, whatever we need," and they make a lot of money. So don't beat yourself up if that's not what you meant to go to college. Don't do it. Don't waste your time. Build on what you are able to do.
I'm so sorry. Yeah, I always had like good grades in school.
Mhm.
I always had like B's and A's, but I didn't know what I wanted to do
Mhm.
when I was 18, and I honestly always felt like a burden like to my parents, and I didn't want them to pay for college, and I just was like, through that, like, I don't know what I'm gonna do, so this is useless, because I've always heard stories of people going to college and not getting degrees, and they don't even use it at all.
Right. Well, get it.
And I was just like, oh, I'm sorry.
No,
You go.
get it together. Just rethink everything. Take a deep breath and say, look, this is what I like to do. I am going to grow in this area. I like laying carpet. I like plumbing. Learn how to build. Learn how to become a framer. The frame the houses. You know what that is? A framer.
Yes, I actually want to be a contractor in the future. I've kind of been trying to hone skills
All right.
of HVAC and plumbing.
Jump
Carpeting,
on
and have
that.
be-
There you go. Take the online courses. Do what you have to do and get in school. I mean, I deal with these guys a lot, construction workers. And my daughter, she work in new home sales. And I tell you, these guys are making tons of money. Tons of these builders in Florida, they are making tons of money. And people are like you who like this. Like I said, they would grab you and they would not let you go. They're going to give you benefits. They're going to give you money. You're going to learn a great trade. And while you're young, don't waste your time, because let me tell you, your strength goes away as you get older. But now is your prime to use that muscles that you have. to get going and build yourself up. Okay, forget about what people are saying. Just do what you want to do, what your heart is telling you to do, and what you're good at. And you're going to see things are going to skyrocket for you, and they're going to be sorry that they wanted you to sit there and go to college, and that's not what you want to do. Nothing's wrong with what
Thank you very much.
Yeah, nothing's wrong with the path you on. You are on a great path. You look, your horizon is so broadened in that field.
And to add on to that, look, if your conversations with your parents are like going toxic and they're like, oh, you're a loser, you're doing this, you're doing that, just you're gonna have to fucking, you're gonna have to fucking just back up and just get some space. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It hasn't been like terrible toxic where it gets to that point where they call me a loser, but they always make me feel like super guilty about it. And I love my parents to death. I have an awesome family of 100+ members, and that's super rare to have nowadays. And I'm very, very grateful for them. And so it always makes me feel super bad about myself when I try to go off course of what they're trying to say, because it deep down makes me feel like I'm disrespecting them, even though I had such an amazing childhood and family.
No, don't feel bad. Not everybody has the same gifting. Everybody has the same talents, but you have to go what you have to do what you were made to do. Everybody was born with a gift, and you have to develop that gift, and that's going to work good for you. Don't feel bad. You have to break away sometimes from family. You break away and you come back stronger. Still love them.
Yeah, and thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. And I do. I love them to death. And literally my end goal is to even retire my parents and put them somewhere nice, in Florida, where they've always been.
There you go.
Wanting to retire to and stuff.
Yeah.
Not make them worry about anything.
Sounds like you have a good heart. You're a nice guy, and that's nice that you love your parents and your family. But let me tell you, sometimes you do have to break away from family, okay, to be where you want to be. I mean, I had to do that. I came from a big family also, but I constantly had to break away from their mindset. I can't be thinking the way they are thinking in order for me to be successful and go where I have gone and where I'm going also. So breaking away is not a bad thing. It's not. So don't feel guilty.
Yeah, my parents were. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
What were you gonna say?
No, I said just don't feel guilty.
Yeah, my parents. Okay, I'm sorry. Yes, thank you very much for that. And,
all right, buddy. Listen, we're gonna let you go.
My parents.
Go. Okay, make your final statement.
No, it's completely fine. That's all I needed. Thank you very much. I'll be in Japan in 2 weeks, so I'll be happy to see the hot Asians and the cherry blossom trees.
All right, buddy. Take care of yourself.
And mama, you too.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, let's go to 701. The last 3 calls. 701, you're on the air. What's up?
Hello, Mr. MLD and Mama MLD. I just had a couple questions for you, if you wouldn't mind.
Sure.
So I'm 24 years old, turning 25 here in a couple months, and I work at a gas plant where I end up with a half a year off. I make about 90 to 100K a year, somewhere in there. And I was just trying to figure out what to do with that other half of the year. And I was just wondering how or when did you kind of figure out what you wanted to do with your life, and if you should try to do multiple different things until you figure out what it is that you want to for sure do for the rest of your life.
Yes, that's what you do. By doing many things, you're going to figure out what you like and what you don't like.
Okay.
That's the biggest thing. You're going to figure out what you like, what you don't like.
Yeah, I was just, that's basically what I was wondering with the first question, because I've been thinking about building diesel engines and selling them on my off time, and maybe getting into some real estate and stuff, just trying different things to see what I like. But and then My second question is, I've been watching like Fresh and Fit and Adam Sosnick's channel for quite a while now, and they advocate for things like dating over 50 women and stuff before you decide to settle down. I'm still pretty young, but I don't like the hookup culture, doing one night stands, things like that. So I was just wondering what your thoughts were on only dating for things like committed relationships and stuff like that, just to try and settle down when you're younger. You know, I was just wondering what you thought about that.
Yeah, I mean, you do the ultimate thing you can do as a man is do what you want to do. So I'm not telling you to go out there and sleep around. That's not what you want to do, you don't have to do that, right? All I'm saying is that if you want to get the skill down, you're going to have to go on dates with a good amount of women, because I don't think you realize what you're getting yourself into. I mean, dating is a skill you must cultivate. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, it completely makes sense. I just wasn't for the whole bang 50 chicks type thing and just move on with your life. I'm more of a I want an emotional connection with whoever I'm hooking up with is the main thing that I deal with.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
Didn't appeal to me.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Okay. Alrighty. Well, those are the main two questions that I really wanted to get off my chest. I'm Vulcan's creator in the chat, by the way. My name is Dylan. Just wanted to set that up.
Thanks, man. Thanks for those super chats you donate. Appreciate you, my G.
Good guy, Dylan. You're a good guy. Just
alrighty.
Yeah.
All right, take care. Bye-bye. All right, down our last calls. Let's see. We got international caller. International caller, you're on the air. Hello.
Hello, MLD. Thank you for taking my call.
Yep.
I have a question mostly for your mom.
Okay.
I was wondering, when it comes to her looking for, like, you know, when she was looking for your husband, or not your husband, excuse me, her husband, your father, what were some of, like, the immediate, medium, and long-term traits that she thought were the most important to her, like, per se, looks, career-wise, mindset, how she treated her, certain behaviors she would notice and see? What were some of the things that she noticed and would specifically look for to kind of vet him as a viable candidate to have a family with?
Okay. She talking about her current, because my dad is dead. So, and then they met when she was really, really young. Are you talking about her current husband?
I suppose, I guess, just
okay.
like, just
I got you. I got you.
To, you know,
What
create
I
like
would-
a family of the,
Yeah,
okay.
what I would look for in a man to get married and settle down, is that what you're asking?
Yes.
Number one is the man, he must be able to be a provider and a protector. And that's and a man who can communicate with a woman. Those are the three things that I really find that was really helpful. The man who can provide for the family, a man who's going to protect the family, and a man who is going to communicate. Communication was number one with me. And that's most women like to be talked to. They like to be heard. Women talk a lot. We talk and talk and talk. So you have to be able to listen and understand you know, what a woman is saying and what her needs are, what she wants. And not every woman wants the same thing from a man. Some women want a man who is a businessman who wants to get up and create and become an achiever. Some women don't want that. They just want a guy to just go through life with, easygoing. So communication is very important.
Okay. And is it, when it comes to communication, is it typically like is it more prioritized, like they want the man to, you know, always be there to listen to her, to, you know, try to help solve her problems, help communicate with her in like senses like that, or just to explain maybe how things are going? Like, is there any kind of specific, I guess, ways that they want the communication done?
They want to be heard.
Yeah, exactly. They want to be heard. They want you to listen.
Listen to what
them.
they are saying and be able to bring something to the table. What is your take on this? At least listen and try to be understanding now, and that's important, super important.
Okay, so essentially they want to feel like their input's being heard and being valued.
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. But you
Okay.
know, but there's a lot of women who rant and are crazy out there, but you get a sound-minded woman just wants to be heard, wants to, her opinion to be heard, and you can bring solutions to the table. So
Okay.
all right.
Problem solver.
Okay. Okay. Provider, protector, and good communicator. Okay.
Yeah.
And would it be all right if I ask one more quick question?
Yeah.
For looking for like a long-term wife, what would you recommend? Like trying to find them in certain areas. I understand you've said church-wise. I grew up as a Mormon, and there's quite a few of like the sneaky, we call them the Jack Mormons in there that, they'll go to church, but on the side at work or whatever other things outside of church, they don't follow any of the teachings. So is there any specific kinds of religions that you've noticed maybe they're much more strict, like inside church and outside of church on following the teachings?
I think if you have an encounter with the Holy Spirit, a woman who fears God and listen to the teachings and obey them, you don't want a woman who goes to church and don't obey what she's hearing in church.
Right.
That is totally a disaster there. That's like I told the other guy, you'd be better off going outside and getting a woman who doesn't go to church. Because the woman that goes to church and she knows what the pastor is saying, she knows what they're teaching, and she's going there every Sunday and listening to that and not obeying it, let me tell you, that's a bad woman, super bad woman. You don't want to be involved with a woman like that. So you have to find the one who goes and listens and obey what the pastor is saying, and in the Bible is saying also. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I guess how do you? I've never really had a lot of long-term relationships, so I've never I don't know, have the opportunity to kind of like see that between like a woman who actually does uphold that. Is there any certain behaviors or ways that they,
How old are you, buddy?
Speaker, communicator, things like that are kind of signs? 24.
Okay, so you want a woman that's just basically not going to give you trouble. One who listens to you, who makes the whole process easier. If a woman likes you, she's going to make it easier. Okay. If she doesn't like you, she's going to be canceling on dates. She's going to be flaking. She's not going to listen to you. If she has a history of fucking dysfunctional relationships as well, you don't want to deal with any of that shit. It's just going to be easier. Are you a virgin?
No.
What's your body count?
Probably mid 30s to maybe 40.
So then how are you asking such like kind of elementary questions here? Like, are you trying to ask, you look for a keeper?
Yeah, because I've mostly just chased tail essentially my whole life. I've never really tried to go for relationships, mostly because I've seen a lot, I guess, poor behavior from most women growing up, and so I never really considered even trying for that. But as I've gotten older, it is something I've noticed I will want more so in the future. So I'm trying to figure out how to kind of find the good ones, because I've only, I guess, always kind of gone for poor behavior females.
Right. Yeah. Well, you got to stop that. I mean, go for like, where are you picking up the majority of these girls?
Where am I finding them?
Yeah.
The bad spots usually clubs, bars, dating apps, occasionally friends of friends, but even those typically still are about the same story.
Yeah. I mean, bars, clubs, this is where you meet sluts. Dating apps, this is where you meet women who are pretty shitty at dating in general. Because, it's so easy to catch a guy. How do you rely on dating apps? Girls who use dating apps are like really, 9 times out of 10, they're really fucking sluts. They're like super sluts. These girls have like 40, 50, ton high level body count. Your best bet to find girls is like have a lifestyle that is active, when I was dating Miss MLD, I met her when I was just living my life, and she was my secretary. You know, she's just like a normal, decent, good girl. But every girl that I've dated or met off of like dating apps, they're all fucking crazy sluts, like literally crazy sluts. You know.
So do you go to church? Do you go to your church?
No, I do not go to church currently.
Yeah, well, you can find decent women there. There are good women around. You just got to get out there and get the footwork. But no, like bars, clubs, dating apps, these are just hoes. 9 times out of 10, she's just a slut. That's good. I mean, and she's gonna not bring much to your value to you if you're looking for long term.
Okay. Okay, so makes it easy. So yeah, not a headache. Okay. I will. I'll work on that and try to put myself in some situations or different places to, aren't those ones, and I'll look for that. So thank you guys. I
Sounds
appreciate,
good.
taking my questions.
All right, have a good day. Bye bye.
Bye.
All right, let's go. Last caller, 760. You're on the air. What's up?
Hello.
Yes.
Hey, John. It's Emmanuel.
Hey, buddy.
Pleasure to meet you, Mama MLD.
Hi. Nice to meet you.
Real quick, I'll just say the things you said about porn were just good to hear. So thank you for that.
Mm-hmm.
You're welcome.
I'm 19, and so I talked to my family about moving out and just getting away, and they were supportive about it. But when it comes to just trying to talk to girls, I'm still very hesitant because I was raised by a single mom most of the time. She wasn't at home. It was just me left alone. And I just hesitate to like ask girls out. I can talk to them, but like asking them for their numbers and stuff, I hesitate because when I think about trying to like be with someone, I just don't want it to end. I just don't want them to go away. So, and because I know it usually will, I just avoid talking to them. So I wanted to ask, like, how can I get past not wanting to let go of people?
Not wanting to let go of people?
Afraid of rejection.
Yeah, well, I can let go of friends, but when it comes to like trying to get with a woman, I hesitate because I don't want it to end. I just don't want to go back to being alone.
Yeah, well, you got to let go of that, bud. You know, you just got to let go of that. I mean, it's not going to serve you. It's just a bad habit. Like if you told me you were smoking cigarettes, right? And, you know, I just got to tell you, got to stop smoking cigarettes. And the situation here, like, dude, all things come to an end. You know, that's just, and I'll say this with love, but this is just kind of an immature way of looking at everything right now. You got to just, and like, you're being pessimistic. And I mean, it's just still kind of situation with you that we were having back in the day. You know, you just got to get out there and talk and meet these girls. That's the only way you're going to be able to, you know, find what you're looking for. There's no way around it. And some of these girls, it's not going to work out. But, you know, that's just part of the rejection issues causes people to stay with someone long. And that's a kind of abandonment issues too. Like people who are abandoned, they don't want to abandon people, right? But at the end of the day, like if you're not getting what you want, I mean, what are we doing here with this life? You might as well just not be alive.
Yeah. Yeah, I understand. It's immature.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, you gotta let that fear go. Just let it go. Just be strong. Be strong inside and just go and know that, you know, get yourself prepared. Hey, this is gonna come to an end. Let me see how I can do this. If it lasts for a week, hey, you got that under your belt. You understand? And just go and ask somebody else out, and don't feel like you have to cling on to the first person you met and just be holding on to her. No, just say, hey, you know what, this is going to be temporary, and if it works out, it works out. If it doesn't, it doesn't. You have to change your mindset. You know, as a man think, so is he. So you have to quit thinking so fearful and negative. You have to be positive, and you have to take a breath of fresh air and say, look, this is what the problem is. I am afraid that somebody's going to leave me. Don't be afraid of that. Just know that you have to toughen up, be strong.
Mm-hmm.
And if she leaves, see ya, bye. I'm going to find somebody else. So, because that's your weak area, let your weakness become your strength.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to battle for that. And you can do it. You're young. You're only 19 years old. You're still in training. You don't need to be clinged on to one person. And if they leave you, oh my God, my life is over. No, honey, life, you have a long, long life ahead of you, a big, huge, wide world you haven't discovered, and you have to go discover that world. So you right now, you're just stepping out of your shell. You're like a little bird just got out of the egg. So don't be afraid. Just spread those wings and go fly, and you're going to see so many things going to come your way, and don't feel boxed in. All right? Just be strong. Be a tough guy. You're a tough guy.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Both of you.
Yes, yes. Feel good about yourself. Feel confidence.
Yeah.
Yeah, just build that confidence and know, hey, I'm going to do this. I am strong. I'm going to make this happen. All right?
All right. I'll keep working on it. Thank
Yep.
you so much.
All right, man.
I'll see
Thank
you
you.
in the webinars, John.
I'll see you in there, buddy. You take care of yourself. Keep your head up. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yeah. All right. Thank you.
All right. Well, that's it. That's our calls for today. Good stuff. I want to say thank you to everybody who's watching. Thank you for everybody who has participated. And don't forget, like I said, Inner Game Healing is here. It is ready to roll. Go to innergamehealing.com. Remember, Monday night, midnight, we close because after that, we start in our webinars. Go to innergamehealing.com. Sign up right now. Join us in the chat. And other than that, I'll see you guys next time. Peace